Yo. I am a bit behind, so I just need to do a couple of things, so bear with me. If you are watching, if I have people live now, 5, wow, 5 people. Also live on Kick. I doubt anyone uses that, but worth me saying. Links. Just need to get some links for you guys. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the theory about the October thing, where the simulation just repeats itself and we get the cycle low in October. I'm going to have a look at that again. But I just need to get some links. One sec. So I'll leave this on the screen if you want to access it. I shall put the link in the description. Right, where are we? Just need to copy and paste the link, then we're all good. Here we go. And this link, if you want it. If you don't, fair enough. So, where are we? Bad shit. And what I'm going to do is get the crypto total market cap up. Right, so where are we in the cycle? Why is everything going to shit? Well, it's because something called the 4-year cycle is playing out. But as well as the 4-year cycle playing out, we've got some other things happening. And the other things that are happening are, well, I'll show them in a minute, to be fair. So this is the 4-year cycle. Every single time this has happened, and again, it's just following the same pattern. We talk about the simulation repeating. And there is a guy on X that, I think it's a guy on 4chan, actually. .4chan Bitcoin. There we go. Pattern repeats itself over and over and over and over again. But if you want to look at it from a chart perspective, it is, where's the chart? Where's the chart? This one. Slightly different, but again, it's the same type of pattern. So what do we have here? We have 2017-18 bull run, 77 bars from the Bitcoin half into the top of the market. Then a bear market where everything goes down and sideways for nearly 2 years. Then we have the Bitcoin halving, and it's 1 week longer. It's roughly 77, 78 weeks every time. Then in that time period, we've got the all-time high. Then again, down and sideways for another 2 years. Then we come to the next period, which is the 24 Bitcoin halving. Again, 77 weeks from the Bitcoin halving to the top of the market. And then look where we are now. And I'm sure I don't have to change colors for you to see this. Bear market, bull market, bear market, bull market. Oh, look, bear market. And the length of the bear market, if you want to know if it's going to repeat itself like it seems to do every single time, is I think the next halving is April 28. So that points to the next all-time high, 29. Oh, here it is. I actually saved it. What a clever thing to do. So again, people are saying, well, when does that mean the bottom is? And I think people keep saying October. So let's have a look, shall we? So from the top of the market to the bottom, how many weeks? Let's have a look. Make sure I get the right one. Bear in mind, I'm not a chart guy, so for anyone like, oh, I was using the wrong things, I'm not really asked, to be honest. Where's the date one? Here we go. So here, so we want to go across. The bottom of the market is probably here. So November 22nd, which was approximately a year-ish. So if we extrapolate that, there you go, October 26. So that is why everyone is saying the bottom of the market, October 26. Wait a minute. Yeah, 19. It's not going to be exactly that, but so there. I need to put a note on this. I don't know. The note thing on here, wherever it is. I'll do a better one than this, but just to put it in perspective. So if it repeats every single time, I'll do this better for next stream. But if it repeats every single time, like it has, every single time, then this is why a lot of people are saying on X that the market bottom, October 2026. But there are some harsh truths that happened in this bull market. And this is why I'm talking about the bubble has burst. And it has burst on a lot of coins. What I also did share is what I keep talking about, or what I have been talking about for absolutely ages. And this guy as well has said it. It was this one. So the amount of coins that have done this is insane. And I could go back through a lot of coins that I used to either hold or believe in, they've done nothing. And you have to, at the start of 2026, that's why I moved on to the liquidity pools, i.e. earning a yield from the crypto every day, every week, every month, as opposed to what a lot of people are doing, which is holding on to this and dollar cost averaging into oblivion. Now, that is the harsh reality. In the past bull runs, you could just buy an altcoin and it would go up. That's it. But even the guys that say, oh, just hodl, I don't know how many times I need to say it. You know, we had an onboarding call with a new guy in the group, and he told me that he was sick of holding XRP and it doing nothing, right? This coin here, EGLD, is one I held in 2021, right up. And of course, I read the coin all the way up here. And then I sold, I think it was just under $80. So like here, right? This is worth $2.88 now. And I've seen posts about guys that have owned 300K of this coin and it's now worth, I think it was 10 or 11, something pathetic. And I even shared about a guy that ran up to 45 million and lost. Well, didn't lose, but he didn't realize his gains. And the amount of times this happens over and over and over and over and over again. A guy's just holding on to coins for absolutely zero reason. I'll try and find this guy actually. 45 million. So this guy here, peak net worth of 45 million, now sitting on 17K. This is the crypto holder. I don't know if this guy is actually being serious, but the amount of people I've spoken to that have literally done this is insane. The amount of people who have ridden their coins up and done nothing is insane. So this is what happened to this guy. Trading meme coins all the way up. I'll try and find the post actually because it is stupid. Here we go. How did you make 45 million? I was early to the meme coin cycle in 2024. After making my first 100K, I allocated 20% of my portfolio to Poop Cat. Let's have a look at what he got into. I don't think this is even the one. Then the rest to Dog with Hat. At all-time highs, these positions were up 350% and 48% respectively. Of course, I didn't sell the exact top. I round-tripped a fair amount. Poop Cat was ultimately a loss after I took on the role of its market maker, pumping millions into the chart. After that, I began working for Pump Fun. My investment in early round, as well as the equity I received my work, was worth 8 figures following the Pump TGE. Trump was another huge win. as well as the entire 25 crypto bull run, around when my portfolio all-time high was marked. So this is the 45 million. That's where the tide turned, though. My portfolio started slow bleeding. Crypto was getting weaker as retail rotated into II stocks. October was the nail in the coffin. DeFi took heavy losses on leveraged altcoin trades, buying tops on worthless shit coins, getting farmed. All I wanted was 100 million. And you can extrapolate what this guy is saying and basically just insert any coin and any amount. So, i.e., the amount of people I've spoke to that have had maybe 20k, 30k, bought a shit coin, it went up, they didn't take profits, down, it went all the way down. And even after doing something stupid like this, people will still try and find the altcoin gem, the low cap coin. And altcoin season, let's be honest, only happened for a select few. Few meme coins went crazy. But overall, if you looked at the top 100 coins, only the top ones got all-time highs. Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Solana, Tron, I think Hyperliquid. All the top ones got all-time highs. And as you go down the list, you start finding ones that have not had all-time highs for absolutely years. Avalanche, I can probably look at. Right? If we look at Avalanche, all-time high was 4 years ago. 95% down from all-time high. And it's the same with most coins, just like the guy that I showed the thing on X. The harsh reality people learn in crypto is that if you do not take profits, you will not make any money. If your strategy in crypto is to just buy an altcoin and hope it goes up, that is dead now. And that is the crypto bubble that is gone. That is gone, right? Even if you were to just hold, I don't know, Solana, even though it got an all-time high, or Ethereum, you still have to sell it at the right point to actually make money. Right? You still have to sell it to make money. And that is why, from the start of the year, I started heavily getting involved in DeFi. Because, guess what? You get an ROI on your coins. You can find pools and farms where you can have Ethereum, USDT, and get a decent ROI back on your crypto that you already have. Or cut your losses. How's about that on your shitcoin? So the ETH, USDC, 70%, 36% range. Would like it a bit bigger, to be honest with you, but still, you know, play about with the range. What's that? 1300 to 1950. So even if you play about with this range, I don't know. 44% range, 60% APR. 50% width, 54% APR, right? If you know and zoom out about the overall trajectory, I can't say it, trajectory, I can't say it, I literally can't say the word. If you look at the overall view of crypto with 77 weeks, 78 weeks, 77 weeks, everything repeating over and over and over and over and over again, it's obvious now that we're in a bear market. And the fact that it's going to last for a decent amount of time, the old me would have said, right, no worries, let's DCA into a shitcoin. Yeah, and again, I remember Hex back in 2021. Gone. This is a masterclass on not getting wrecked anymore in crypto, because getting wrecked more in crypto would be the guys that, well, obviously you've looked at my chart. It'll be past October. The market bottom, maybe October, but it's going to continue until the next halving anyway. So you knowing that we're in this point where nothing is going to considerably go up in the time frame shown, then you've got two decisions: either hold, sell, or do something. Well, three decisions: hold, sell, or do something. That's why I've gone to DeFi pools, because you're getting an ROI back on your crypto. Let's be honest. Long term, I mean, even if you look at Ethereum, which is the second largest crypto, you know, where is it now? If you bought this coin, I don't know, 5 years ago, like, look, it's 1646 now. It was 4 years ago. You could have got it for 1900. It's, you know, it's not progressed a lot, has it? If you think about it. And even if you zoom back, like, it was the price it was now 5 years ago. So overall, let's be honest, BTC is the king. BTC is the king. Yep, could happen. But BTC is the king. That is why my strategy, and there's a couple of strategies you can do, we spoke about them, is liquidity pools, earn the yield, and you can swap it for BTC. Stack the BTC, or you can spend your crypto. I sold my Casper a couple of years ago, my friend. So again, if you didn't look at my one I did, so I did a stream and I spoke about the 3 types of crypto. Just to show you what I mean. And people disagree with this, but charts don't really lie, to be honest. Right, so there's 3 types of crypto. Type 1 crypto, Solana. Multiple bull runs. New all-time high or close, generally in the top 100. That's the type 1 altcoin. Still got strength in a bull market. Then you got a type 2 crypto. This crypto is EGLD, which I used to have. It was $4.27 when I did this. It's now $2.28. So the chart looks bad. Pretty honest by looking at that chart, it's terrible. The all-time high was a long time ago, and it's now generally outside the top 100, with liquidity falling all the time. Type 3 crypto, which is the hardest to judge, and that's why we have Casper. Recent all-time highs, I think Casper's was 2021. And it could go either way. You've not got enough data to actually look at it, because it could continue to have a new all-time high in the next bull run, or it could continue to die, just like the altcoins that have preceded it. So could go either way. It could end up like this, with a new all-time high in the next bull run, like Solana, or it could end up like this, which is EGLD. That is the harsh reality. right? And that's the harsh reality with some of these altcoins that people just hold on to for dear life and keep plowing money into and wasting money, right? If we look at Casper, I mean, I don't know what I always say. I got the VIX just under 4 cents, and I sold it at 8 cents. You know, I wish I sold it up here, but I sold it probably about here, 25 maybe before that. Actually, I don't know. But now it's 3 cents. Could go either way. But the point I'm trying to make is, in the market we're in now, which is clearly a bear market, what can you do to actually make some money? Right? What can you actually do at the moment? And the simplest way is this. Even if, right, your plan is, well, I've got my crypto, I'm just going to hold it. How's about instead of holding it, put it, this crypto you've got that you believe in, not me, you, supply it to a liquidity pool, deposit it and earn yield. So it's literally the same as holding, but you're actually getting an ROI back from it. And the yield is variable. Talked about, I got 6.67%. Depends on the pools. We've literally just looked at an Ethereum one that was 60%, whatever that is a month. That'd be 5%. Obviously, it's compounded as well, so that'll go up. And you can do what you want with it. I mentioned it before. If you want to stay in crypto, you can stack your BTC. You can compound it, so you've got more of the crypto you already own. You can spend it. There's multiple ways to spend crypto now, whether it's like going to something like Revolut, using their card, whether it's like Coinbase have a card now, Crypto.com have a card. You can book vacations, holidays via Traveler. You can get vouchers and gift cards off Bit Refill. I can't remember what it's called. There's so many ways to use your crypto, but the harsh reality is you're going to be waiting. If you're pissed off that nothing happened in the last bull run, well, you know, it's just going to be more time. You're just wasting more time. And that is a conversation that I had with the guy that we onboarded a couple of weeks ago. I had a call with him 2 days ago, Ollie. And he was saying that he was sick of XRP. He was sick of watching the price prediction videos, them doing the same thing every single week, which was, you know, talking about XRP no matter what happens to the price, still saying it's going to go to 10K. And it's done nothing in the 5 years that he's been watching it. It went up a couple of dollars. He didn't sell because it didn't go up to what he thought it would go. And he's still holding on to it nearly 5 years later. And people are sick of it. And that is why people are looking at new avenues to do it. And I said at the start of 2026, I took some profits on coins. Clearly not enough because I wanted more gains from the altcoin season. My Bitcoin did good, which is always a plus. But that's why I started a little DeFi portfolio to show you what's possible. If you want to join the group, there are guys you can do. Or I've got a free DeFi playbook. You can literally just try this yourself. Literally, there's a link for VFAT. This is the platform. Go on. What's your asset? Right, it's Avalanche. Because you're sick of it not doing anything. No worries. Right, Avalanche. What have we got here? Oh, look at all these different pools. Oh, look, I've got Chainlink and Avalanche. Oh, look, there's a pool for it. 270%. The range is 40%. Maybe you want a bigger width. Right, no worries. Let's stretch the width a bit. Even if you look at that, 100% width, 131% APR for an Avalanche link pool. Low TVL a bit, but again, risk reward. Everyone's different. So you may have Link, you may have Avalanche. There's loads on here. If you have Solana, you've got another option. This is what I used to talk about. Orca. Plenty of liquidity pools on that. We previously spoke about turbos. If you have SUI, plenty of liquidity pools on that. Then also what you've got is, if you've got Bitcoin, and a way to actually get involved with this, if you've got Bitcoin and you want to use it but not sell it, is guess what? Lock it up, get a loan in USDC and use it. There's plenty of places to do it, right? If you are hesitant, if you're a very beginner and you're like, well, you know what? I'm not sure. Right, no worries. Will Coinbase do crypto loans now? Right? The only thing is Coinbase will charge you a fee on top, but they use Morpho for their loans. So you know what you can do? Use Morpho yourself. Isn't that amazing? Use Morpho yourself, provide the Bitcoin, lock it up, get a USDC loan. Get the USDC loan, and then guess what? You've locked up your Bitcoin, you've still own it, then you can go on some liquidity pools, bang it in and earn some yield. Still got your asset, which is appreciating in theory in the long-term Bitcoin, and then you go shopping for your pools and you're earning yield off pools. So you're winning on two fronts. You're earning yield back on your crypto, and again, you are holding BTC, which is your long-term asset. So you win both ways. You win both ways. And there's many, many different DeFi protocols, you know. The big, not the big website, the main place to look at for any of these is DeFi Llama. So again, we spoke about Morpho. It has 6.4 billion locked. If you go on here, you can see what the fees are, what the revenue is, what the holders are, etc. And you can search all of them. So we've got Orca as well. Slightly less value locked there. The other one on Solana is Radium. 810 million. And then the other one is Uniswap. That's another big one. 2.7 billion. Aave, which you can get loans on, 12 billion. So you see all of these massive, massive protocols. But if you're going to try it yourself, check out this. Start with a small amount, $100. Come back to me next week and tell me how you're doing. If you start small, the idea is you start small and scale it up. If you scale it up, then you can see how it's working, but never just rush into anything. You know, if you've got 10K, don't stick 10K in straight away, because all that's going to do is basically waste your money and get you wrecked. You know, a lot of people who start this and they say, oh, this is risky, I lost money. And it's like, well, probably because you didn't understand it. You know, if you go chasing APR, you use low TVL pools, you use stupid ranges, you don't use you use dodgy wallets, you use dodgy protocols. There's obviously always an element of risk with anything you do in crypto, even keeping your Bitcoin on a Trezor. There's some element of risk. There always is with crypto, unfortunately. It's not like in the UK. Put your money into a bank, you covered up to 120K on your deposits. That doesn't exist, unfortunately, in crypto, no matter how many things claim they will. You know, you put your money on Coinbase, Coinbase goes boom, there goes your crypto. Put your money on, you know, any other exchange, it goes bust, you lose your crypto. That's why we try and stick to, well, I do, decentralized protocols, because it's decentralized, no one owns it, it's all on smart contracts, and, you know, cold wallets, hot wallets that are not an exchange. It's just all about reducing that risk. But for me, rather than my crypto sat on the cold wallet doing absolutely nothing, obviously I don't have all of my crypto in DeFi, but rather than all my crypto just sat on a cold wallet doing absolutely nothing, I'd rather play around in DeFi and get some yield back personally. You know, And again, it's up to you what you want to do. You could, if you want to be stupid, play the high API game. It is stupid, but you can do that. Best thing to do, really is stick to the coins stick to the coins you like, get yield on them, earn it, and do what you want with it. Compound it, spend it, or reinvest it. There's stable coin pools as well. I did another video on that. There's plenty of ways to play the game, but it's all about education and learning. That's all I try and give out, is education and learning. But anyway, that's it for me. If you do enjoy my content, if you do please like the video, subscribe. See you guys very soon.